Hello everyone, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so today I thought I'd make a special Valentine's treat. I'm going to be making this raspberry rose panna cotta, and I'll leave a link to the recipe down below. Anyways, let's head over to the kitchen for the first step of the recipe. For our recipe, we're going to use 1 1/2 cups of raspberries. I used both fresh raspberries and frozen raspberries. We're also going to need 2 third cups sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons lemon juice, 1 tablespoon unflavored gelatin, and 3 cups of heavy cream. And I'm going to be putting our panna cotta in this silicone rose mold that I got off of Amazon. To start, we're going to dump our raspberries into our blender. Now we're just going to puree our raspberries until they're nice and smooth. Now that our raspberries are nice and pureed, we're going to pour them through a sieve. And we're just going to use our rubber spatula here just to carefully push this through. Now we're just going to sprinkle our gelatin into our raspberries. And we're going to give this a good mix. Now we're just going to let this bloom for 7 minutes, and basically what that means is we're just going to let it sit out for 7 minutes. Now that our raspberry mixture has been sitting, we're going to go ahead and pour in our heavy cream into a medium saucepan. We're going to add in our raspberry mixture as well. And we're going to pour in our granulated sugar. Now we're just going to heat this and mix this up with a rubber spatula on medium-low heat until our sugar is dissolved. Now that our mixture is thoroughly dissolved, we're going to pour it through our sieve. We're going to go ahead and pour in our lemon juice, and we're going to give it a good mix. Now I'm just going to transfer some of our mixture into a 1 cup Pyrex. Now that I transferred our mixture into a Pyrex, which is going to make it easy to pour, we're going to carefully pour it into our mold, and we're going to fill it up to the very top. Now that I finished filling up our molds, we're going to place them in a freezer to chill overnight.
Day 2.
It is now the next day, so now I'm going to be making some strawberry sauce to top our panna cotta with. To start, we're going to need 1 pint of strawberries, and we're going to start by just cutting the green tops off them. Now that I cut all the tops off of our strawberries, we're just going to coarsely chop them. Our strawberries are now all chopped up, so we're just going to toss them into a saucepan. We're also going to add in 1/3 cup of sugar into our saucepan. And we're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now we're just going to transfer strawberries onto the stove, and we're going to heat them for around 15 minutes on medium-high heat until our sauce thickens. Our strawberry sauce is now cooled down, so we're going to carefully transfer it to our blender. Now we're just going to carefully pour our mixture through our strainer. And we're just going to carefully use a tablespoon to push it through. And now we're just going to place this in our refrigerator to let it thicken for a little bit. While our strawberry sauce is thickening in the fridge, I'm just going to make a little bit of whipped cream. Right here we have some heavy whipping cream, and to it I'm just going to add a little bit of powdered sugar in. And then I'm just going to use my whisk, and I'm going to thoroughly combine all of our sugar in. And now that our sugar is mostly combined, I'm just going to use our whisk to whip it up. Now our whipped cream is nice and whipped up, and you can see it is wonderfully soft and luscious. Alright, it's time to assemble our panna cotta. We're going to pop our frozen panna cotta out of our mold, and as you can see, it pops out really easily because it is frozen through. And we're just going to place this in the center of our plate. And now we're just going to get a little squirt of our strawberry sauce, and we're going to make a little dot right here. And now I'm just going to give our strawberry sauce a little swirl this way. And now I'm just fanning out some strawberries to put on top of our sauce, like so. And I'm just going to place down a few raspberries as well. And now I'm just going to place down a dollop of the whipped cream. And the last step is to sprinkle it with some crushed, freeze-dried strawberries. Alright, it's finally time to try a raspberry rose panna cotta, and I absolutely can't wait. The smell coming from it just smells wonderful. So let's give it a taste just by itself. Wow, I just love the taste of that raspberry panna cotta. I can definitely tell that I used fresh raspberries because you definitely have a fresh berry flavor. It doesn't taste artificial because it's just fresh berries. And I love the rich creaminess of it, and it just has the perfect texture. It literally melts in your mouth. Wow, this is so good. Now let me try a little bit of our panna cotta with just a little bit of our sauce, our freeze-dried strawberries, and a little bit of cream. Let's see how this is. Wow, I just love that. I love the extra sweetness from the sauce, the little bit of crispiness from the dust on the side, and that creaminess from the fresh whipped cream. I absolutely love that. It just adds a wonderfully nice fluffiness. Wow, if you haven't tried homemade whipped cream before, you should really try it. It's easy to make and it's wonderfully delicious. The original recipe originally included fresh rose petals on the side, but since I wasn't able to decorate with fresh rose petals, since I couldn't find them, I just decided to decorate with whipped cream, berries, and a little bit of that sauce. This was just a super easy recipe to make, and I highly recommend it. It did take a little bit longer since I decided to decorate it, but you really don't have to decorate it to make it taste delicious. Definitely try this out for a special recipe on Valentine's Day. This will just make a wonderful treat. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you have a fun and safe Valentine's Day. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to give the video a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.